Let's begin. Alright, welcome guys. Currently we are going to coach slash commentate on a sub, a viewer. It's like a gameplay at the moment. This shall be Crystal NA, a Diamond 2 player. Let us see what we can learn by backseating a Crystal as hard as possible. Alright. So we are going to start with the first item choice in the carousel. We are playing in the Galactic Army. Galactic Army means more itemizations, more builds that you can go for. It means that more builds are viable to go because you can complete a lot more itemizations. So the odds of you getting the items you want is much more consistent. Kristen now decides to go for a tier. Tier usually means Sork related composition. It could be Star Guardians or mechs. Right now Star Guardians and mechs are very high tier into the meta. So they can be a very fine choice in that sense. Let us see what the 3 random items from the Galactic Armory is. It shall be Morello Nomicons and a sword as well too. Nice. That's actually a lot of directions you can go for. It could be maybe a Guardian Angels Ionics onto the mech. It could be a Warmogs Ionics Guardian Angels onto the Nico, or a Jarvan like a Protector. It can be like Morello Nomicons blue buffs onto the Victor as well too. So let us see exactly what build our fine Crystal decides to go for with the itemizations offered to him at the moment. There's a lot of choices. Guinsu, Shojins, Warmogs, Giant Slayer, Morello Nomicons. Right now it's a bit too hasty to make anything in particular. It's always best to chill and wait. The units offered to him is a cybernetic setup, means that he probably just wants to sell them anyways. No odds of going for Blade Masters, no, not with those itemizations. No odds of going for Zytech either, so we do not consider those routes whatsoever. The Twisted Fate seems a bit nice to go for though. Twisted Fate and Poppy, Vanguard, Sorks, Vanguard, Space Pirates. There's a lot of routes that are possible in that direction as well too, we shall see. Never forget, in this game you want to combine as much itemizations as possible to gain the advantage. I wonder if the volume is fine enough. Oh, there's some music on too. Okay. I did not notice there was some music. Let's turn that off. Copyright issues? I don't know if that's like non-copyright or not, but we'll see. Early Salvanetus. In this case, you could take out Jarvan and just go for Salvanet to start. He has a sword, a bow, and a crit item at the ready, right? Normally, if you want to go for cybernetics, you do want to start with damage itemizations, but this is the Galactic Armory. This is what we meant by earlier, when you can go for any build you want. You're just offered so many itemizations that the odds of you going for your particular build is just far too high. So in this case, you can just commit to cybernetics. Cybernetics also very popular, very strong meta build in the current state. This is also the NCS library is nice. Thank you. So this is also the Galactic Armory, so there's a lot of components you can use as well too. Cybernetics should be stronger than this. Early on, instead of these 3 choices, instead of the Vanguard and random Twisted Fate, it's better to put the Lucian and the Cybernetic synergy instead. You also want to use your items too. You don't want to hold on to anything in particular, because holding on means you're looking for more direction. But if you just hold on to items, it means you'll take a lot of extra damage for no reason, and you'll just fall behind compared to the other players too in the end. The science to go for Cybernetic is not so bad so far. So just committing to the build, especially with the Lucian and Fiora early on, doesn't sound that bad either. You can maintain a win streak, gain the economy that way, pressure other opponents that way too. It seems the player wanted to lose streak for priority on the carousel, and therefore he started with the tier and wanted the second one. So the player currently is considering a different non-cybernetic build at the moment, Instead of going for the cybernetic like a situation, he just wanted to go for maybe mechs. Maybe the player was considering mechs. Well, it is a choice issue, so I guess it's fine. I would rather prefer investing my itemizations early, complete the itemizations. You already have a Last Whispers and a sword ready, right? So the odds of you having enough damage to stop next is very high. But if you were thinking of a different build, itemizing based on that build could have been nice too. But the player did want to lose. 7x, 4 7x, that's fair enough. That's good enough of a sign. It's just that tempo is also really important too, tempo. Getting priority cursor to complete itemization is nice too, but tempo is also really important. If it goes like this, then the itemization will be really nice, but the tempo will be lost. So there's no luxurious situation where you can just go really hard and go for level 8, 9 easily that way. It might be a bit more pressured. You might be forced to use your economy a bit more earlier on too, but you will be able to complete your itemizations, I guess. But I don't think it's worth it if you already are completed, like at least the Lost Whispers. Lost Whispers is ridiculously important to go for cybernetics. If you don't go for like, if you don't have a Last Whispers, then it makes sense to go for the Lost Streak to guarantee your Last Whispers in the end. But since you already did have a Last Whispers, not really necessary to lose on purpose. Oh, another tier. Ah, a completely different build in mine. So this means Cristiano was not considering cybernetics whatsoever and wanted to go for a tier related build, whether it was Mex or where is Mex or Star Guardians, okay? He does not need to go for interest gold, and what else? Tempo? Tempo means your pressure. Like, if you don't do anything to pressure your opponents will do whatever they want, right? So if you deal a lot of damage to your opponents early mid game, you're increasing the tempo of the game, allowing them to, you know, play more desperately instead of like going for it really slowly. Blue buff. He's considering a completely different build than Cybernetics right now. In which case you sell the Cybernetics. Like if you want to go for that build, then you have to commit to that build. Sell the Cybernetics, just go for interest gold, makes sense. With these items, so many damage items though. Hextech Gunblade, Quicksilver, Jewel Gauntlets, blue buff. No, it's not weird to not go for Cybernetics. Every player has their own like build preference, and builds, usually how you decide builds as a professional player is that you research all the builds your opponents enjoy and try to counter build in that particular sense. Usually that's how it goes. Oh, Morello Nomicons onto Cassiopeia, okay. There is an early mecha 2-5 scene, that was kind of funny. 2 Chronos onto the board as well too. There were good signs to just go for Cybernetics too, so it is quite unfortunate that Cybernetics were just ignored. Ew! Is that a Hextech Gunblade Ionic Hannah Justice Garen at stage 2-5, or am I hallucinating? Jin at the ready too, okay. The Skippy Astro Sniper suit in this case. A lot of damage on for Jin, nice. A lot of mana items for Teemo, so we are going for an Astro Sniper build, nice. Also a Nihilist front too, good. A good item holder for Teemo, the Cassiopeia. Victor can also be an item holder too in this sense. More rods for more damage onto the Teemo, alright. 2 bows. Bows could be Zrots. Bows could be Las Whispers. Holding on to the items correct because rapid fire can is not that importante. Already made the IE. Making IE means that you're not gonna go for the Mystic Vanguard tech. That's what making IE means. Victor is much stronger than Cassiope. Is he? Victor sounds a bit better than Cassiope at the moment. Could go for both too. Giant Slayer versus IE choice is something that depends on what your opponents have. If your opponents have units that don't have over 1700 HP, then it's better to go for IE. If your opponents have units that do have more than 1700 HP, you go for Giant Slayer. Cassiopeia doing well. Using Victor early isn't really that bad either. Because lately, after they buffed the Victor like a mana from 70 to like a 60, it ults really fast, even without anything support. It does feel bad to lose a Victor though. I would enjoy using Victor to a certain extent. Ooh! Look at those Vanguards. Could go for a win streak by going for like honestly, you can just hold on to the Jin and just go for Vanguards too. But going for a win streak like this is also fine too. The opponent has a... what's that opponent right there? I think he wants to go for like a Dark Stars. Volt Ninja. Okay. Right now at the moment, since he found every 2-star upgrade, 2-star Vanguards, he just chills and he waits. So he can level up to 8. I think he can go to 8 with this. And then he can start looking for Teemos and Jins, find his composition at the ready. But so far it's fair. He wants to use the bows for other stuff. Since he does have a Jin to comp, something like a Zroz can also be very, very useful. Since he doesn't have much more use for belts anymore, except for maybe something like a Trap Claw or maybe a Wormhouse for the Vanguard, but Wormhouse on Vanguard is not that important. On the other hand, the opponent's side. Okay. Ooh, Annie. Interesting units. Takes the Teemo to get the Teemo early on. Gets a belt on it though. Since he already has Morello Nomicons, I don't know if getting the Teemo with the belt was appropriate or not, since the belt itself will be a wasted itemization. Itemizations are much more important than individual units. If he desperately need a Teemo to win the fight, then it would make sense, but right now it's not that situation either. Crit Golem would have been much, much better, and I hope to get Teemo later on too. Since he wasn't that weak anyways. He's trying to use Teemo early to get the win streak, but late game itemizations really can't really be covered. He can sell the Teemo and go for Wormhouse, I guess, so it's not really that bad. But usually better items are better than units. Jin is a carry that doesn't really need full itemization to do damage, but he does a lot more damage if he's fully itemized too. i.e. Giant Slayer Jhin. No need for like a Last Whispers, but if you can get a Last Whisper, kind of nice too. Second Morello's a waste. You don't need to go for second Morello's. Now he can consider putting the Vanguard synergy, the Astro synergy, and take out the Vanguard since he does have Zratzed already. It could also be safe to put one more unit in the front so that the mech does not walk towards his Modikaze and kills the backline at the same time with his front line. Putting one unit like maybe Bebe or like a Nihilus, the frontmost locale, like frontmost locale means like this locale, right above this like a Jarvan here, right? Could make it safer. Another safer location will be one step right towards it in case of Nars or like a mech, so that the mech also in this direction, right? This like a right side direction, not towards his team. That would be a bit better too. Because he doesn't need to clump up like this too much. Not really that many infiltrators. And still well protected against infiltrators too. This clumping up is an anti-infiltrator positioning. So that the infiltrators can't just jump in and kill Teemo and Jhin. So it does make sense. But since there's mech in the lobby, it could be okay to put one unit up in the front. Juke, Nars, and like a mechs along the way too. Very, very importante. Tier and what? Chainmail and a bow, okay. Itemization is very awkward. Economy, very, very good. You can consider a Nihilus 3-star too. If you can get free 3 stars while you're playing the game as such, like if, let's say, Nihilus keeps showing up like crazy along the way too, you can just go for it. It's not that bad, regardless. Don't worry, we'll play Among Us later. Alright. I need to maintain YouTube content. I need to commentate and do stuff. Right now, there's not much to learn regarding TFT, so playing TFT all day is a bit tiresome. Like it's the same thing. Like it's all formalized. So knowing exactly what to do, when to do, since everything is research, isn't really that complicated. We just need to follow set form of things. Usually I don't really prefer these type of routes, this like a Master Sniper route, because number 1, hard to find Teemo 2-star, number 2, hard to find Jhin 2-star, number 3, hard to find Wukong 2-star, number 4. Finding all these 4-cost 2-stars are usually very hard, especially with the right itemizations. Blue buff Teemo, damage item on Teemo, not really that common to get, not really that easy to get. It is a galactic armory, so it was like a common easy in this like a particular game so far. But ooh, look at that mech heal. But usually not that easy. Ooh, the Jhin is doing work. That's why I prefer compositions that can utilize 2 3-cost carries. Lucian, Vayne, Nico, Syndra, Rumble, Darius. These carries seems much more safer to me. But that's a personal preference. Because I do need like a consistent results than you know, spontaneous ones. In NA, cybernetics are very contested. Cybernetics, mechs, and Astro Snipers. I see a lot of Astro Snipers in NA for sure. So Teemos and Jins will be very, very contested. And eventually, if you don't find them, you will be in trouble. Right now, our fine protagonist is in a good spot, so you can just chill, eco up, go for level 8, and slow roll for 4-cost 2 saws. If he is strong enough, then he can keep investing onto the way. Saving a Nico is completely fine considering your HP, and your like and your board states, and the fact that you're still winning fights too. So you don't really need to use your Nicos whatsoever. The decision to make Nico should only be relevant when it makes you just strong enough to beat the opponents, cut out their streaks, maintain yours. But making a Gen 2 star shouldn't make that big of a difference. It's better to save the Nico and try to complete all of your 4-cost 2 stars. Use it on the ones that you don't find. Risk management sounds a bit safer in this build, because Astro Snipers needs every single one of them. You need all the 4-cost 2 stars to do well. It's a value comp to a certain degree. Ooh, a Zeroth. Can't use that. Zeroth got so much worse. Levels up early in order to maintain the streak. Rolls. Looks for the Timo. Ash is also fine too. Roll. Wukong, good. Roll. Wukong, perfect. Nar, roll. Victors, they are nice but not usable in this case scenario. The Wukong 2-star is a huge addition. You can chill now. And stay at maybe 20-ish gold. Thresh can also be actually really good too, instead of the Ash there. Thresh can be really good. Nice. If he gets another sword, that could be Shojin Runans too, onto the Thresh. And just go for a value comp. If another sword shows up. I don't think there's much magic. Oh wait, there's pirates. If there's a lot of magic damage, if there's not that much magic damage, you don't need to force mystics too. And you can just go for like a full value comp that degree. Zanna, probably not necessary to go for Zanna. Zanna also got like a lot weaker after nerf, just like Zeroth. Felt Thresh was much better than Ash there for Chrono synergy along the way too. No need to use the cloak yet. The items that are able to be made are all awkward, so he can wait until the next like a create round, see exactly what he gets. Make psionics and maybe a tank item onto the Gnar, maybe the Gnar, or the monkey. The monkey sounds better. Never mind. Frozen Heart, Ionic Monkey, or if he gets a Sword Shojin Runans, we'll see. But this can be okay too. Ooh, that damage. If there's no Dragon Claws either, Blitzcranks could also be better. Janna could be okay too. And the Janna is not going to be used. It's better to sell the Janna if you can get interest gold. Probably wants a 4-cost 2-star carry like a Jin or a Team at 2-star before he goes for next level. Jewel Gauntlet Teemo. Jewel Gauntlet, Last Whisper, Shroud, Hand of Justice. They're all fine. Oh, Last Whispers. Frozen Heart and Ionics. Frozen Heart and Ionics is much better than Wukong though, because Wukong can go to the back line. The itemization choice there was much more superior than Wukongku. He can roll now for some 2 stars if he wants to. He can also go for level 9 instantly too. There's nothing wrong with going for level 9. Not good. No need to use Nikos yet. Oh, he wants to go for 4 snipers. The chrono variation with Thresh should be a bit better. Okay, a lot of tier 5s, random ones. Ooh. Threshes are being ignored. I don't like that. Why are Threshes being ignored? Thresh is also really good compared to the Ash there, because Thresh can just pull the Ash in, and that's just more HP. Nautilus is also being ignored. Echoes are being ignored too. No. This isn't good. No. This is the same thing with that tourney we saw earlier. Rolling a lot of gold and not buying anything. It's better to just not take insert gold and just buy everything along the way than just like buying and like rolling. Because this is wasting gold. You're not buying anything. You're just like wasting gold because you're just looking for only Teemo and Jhin. No, that's not good. There's much better choices than Teemo and Jhin. Like Thresh was better. Echo is also better too, to be honest. Echo is also better. And now the entire early mid game lead was just gone with those few set of rolls. No, this ain't good. You gotta buy something. And the composition you're going for now isn't really that strong. Like, it's a stage 4 comp instead of like a stage 5 or stage 6 comp. Oh. Sometimes it's just better to level 9 first. If you have enough like HP and economy and a composition at the ready too. This was not a good usage economy. It's the exact same situation of what happened in the previous Mortdog tourney when we saw the first place guy. He just rolled for stuff. He was offered much better choices to buy, but he just wanted to buy his 1 or 2 like 4 or 5 cost carries. Especially 4 cost carries when you're being offered tier 5 is not that good. Itemizations on Nautilus should not be on Nautilus 2. Could have easily replaced that. That's why I said maybe consider Nautilus 3-star. And instead of like just holding on to all that interest gold too. Then imagine Nautilus 3-star with those itemizations. That'd be very, very strong, right? You always want to look for multiple options when you're playing this game. If you just look for one option, these phenomenons happen. This is when winning games go into losing games really hard. It's because the gold advantage is just used for very, very like poor options in the end. And that's how it goes. Okay, good. You never want to just roll down like this. If you really have to roll down like this, it could be better to just hit level 9 first. It could be better just hit level 9 first. This is a lot weaker than you could have potentially been. I think this is a common phenomenon in NA players for sure. This should happen a lot. Even that challenger NA guy played like this too. Like he got lucky and he won the game, but it doesn't happen every single. No, you're gonna win this game too. One more loss from another guy, and that's top 4. Oh, you're EU? Wait, it says NA. I thought you were NA. I think I stopped rolling here. Too many rolls. Selling everything to you right now. It's better to save in this case. There's no reason to roll here at the moment too, is there? There was no reason to roll here too. Because at this point you want to save up gold, hit to the level 9 and then, you know, put a Mystic Surge in maybe. That's it. NA server but on you. Woo, that 4 sniper team of damage though. Man, 4 snipers are scary, aren't they? Insta deleted. There was no reason to roll there too. After you found Jhin 2-star and Teemo 2-star, like the reason why you were rolling the first place was just to find Jhin 2-star and Teemo 2-star. Everything else just an extra. But after you find them, you don't need to use your gold anymore. So that's an over usage of the economy too. At that point. Otherwise, good comp so far though. 4 sniper, the ye old 3 Astros, 2 Celestial, 4 sniper, 2 Vanguard comp. Usually it's a level 9 comp. With Teemo 2-star, Jhin 2-star, Lulu, Soraka. Get that Mystic CC damage value. It's a value comp mostly. It's also a value comp. The reason why I don't go for comps like these is because, you know, Jin 2 star, Wukong 2 star, Nar 2 star, Demo 2 star, Lulu 2 star. Hard to find all those. And you have to have those with perfect atomizations. It's hard to survive during the mid game, mostly mid game. Oh, those items in Echo is pretty nice. Thank God Echo 1 star. Thankfully, Nala's walked out first instead of the mech. That mech tech was kind of interesting, but I guess falling off really hard because too squishy. Oh, 4 snipers doing so much damage. Redemption is not being used. I guess he's waiting for appropriate target. Usually Wukong or Nar is fine. Probably Nar, so Nar can all a bit faster. Now there's Space Pirates and Mechs in the lobby, but they do both seem very, very weak. Christinel's composition right now is one of the stronger ones compared to the others. This is an exact same enemy comp. It's a Kage Bunsin, as they say, Kage Bunsin. Oh, nice, missed. Redemption's still not being used, interesting. It's just better to put on anything in the end. We already discussed the atomizations on Nautilus. He really wants that Mystic synergy right there. Redemption should be used. It's better to just give it to anybody for the extra HP mana, even if you don't get the effect. Nautilus on a good location on the gangplank. That stun's going to relevant. No. Ah, so close. Oh man, that guy's having fun. 2 hats on the gangplank. Unfortunately, Nautilus can pop off. The fight would have been a bit different if that happened. I guess gangplanks, you want to use units that can move away from the location. Moving away means, what do we mean? Rakan, Vi, Wukong. Usually these units, usually. So it will alt a really, really weird area. That is the idea behind it. But the opponent has Shroud, so you can prevent that from happening. Ooh, Echo 2. Victor 3-star. That's a problem. Victor 3-star one-shots everything. Alright, level 9 happened. Mystic Series is in now. Good. That's full comp. This is full comp. Karma and Jin swaps location. That's fair. There's one Urgot in the lobby, so putting Lulu in the front to prevent the Urgot from pulling the Jin a bit good too. Like right in front of Jin here on the left spot, so that the Urgot does not pull Jin. Nice hit onto the Victor. But once the Victor pops, oh, those Echo items are really good. Once the Victor pops, everything's probably just getting one shot at them. Nautilus block, good. Oh, but the Victor missed. Stun the Victor. Nice, good. Oh, good one right there. Top 3. Thank God that Victor has 0 mana items, right? The mech can't buy much time either. No Bramble Vest, no Quicksilvers, no Evasion, or any tank itemization whatsoever. In that case, the mech is very weak. The reason why the mech's terrifying is because so tanky and does AoE stun damage along the way too. It's because it's ridiculous hard to kill, but it's not tanky without any tank items. Oh, 8 Wukongs there, huh? Space Pirate guy again, but this time there's Mystic Synergy and the location seems a bit better on Timo and Jin. Better means like, you know, probably not gonna hit. Nice, good lookout. Nice, taking down the Space Pirate guy. Space Pirate guy has a lot of extra items for some reason. Good fight so far. Will you drink soju with me? XD. So far going great. He's just looking for better value units. In this case, okay, roll. Because you find better options. Skipping through all the... Ah, Lulu, 1 gold off though. 2 Lulus too, man. So close. Huh? Okay. Both are fine. Asher, Lulu, both are fine. Ah, nice swap onto Shroud. Great. Nice ultimate from Echo just in time. The Victor's gonna pop off, but it misses. Good location onto the monkey. Oh, that's it. Nice, you won. Good job. Bam. Poke. GG. But still, in the end, that was the first game, first place. Great game, great game. Ah, the kitten won. The most important lesson from that game is overrolling. Always be careful with overrolling. If you're looking for 1-2 options when you have an amazing streak going, high HP win streak going on, you are most likely to throw your economy away. And this is how it goes. So it also happens a lot amongst challenger NA players when they hit level 9 with 50 gold, because NA playstyle equals hard eco playstyle, right? They just keep rolling for 1-2 options, right? Only those two, and just throws money away if they don't see it. They buy stuff like Lulu 2-star, Echo 2-star, then just sell them when they are pairs. Before completing. No, not Lulu 2-star. They buy 2 Lulus, 2 Lulus, 2 Echoes, 2 Echoes. So when you're in a 50 gold roll situation, just buy the units, okay? And don't worry too much about like interest gold. Okay? That's it. That's the thing about overrolling. So like I saw a few NA players play today. This one was European, and NA Europe is a very hard high eco playstyle in general. So what happens in high eco games is that they actually hit level 9, level 8 a lot, and they have so much economy, but the usage of the economy is just very awkward in the sense that they just look for only 1 or 2 things or throw everything else out along the way too, when there are better options too. So you can just buy all the other like cars along the way too. Do not worry too much about inter-school because you never know what's going to show up in the way. So going for more options at that point, like Nautilus. Wait. Oh no, spelling! I hope this is right. Nautilus 3-star. You know, like a Thresh 2-star, Thresh 2-star, Thresh 2-star, and so on. These options are fine too. Echo 2-star. Echo 2-star. Echo 2-star. Just in case your main build does not show up. Right, that's something to consider. And that's it then. It's not just with this like a particular game. It's with many many people who are in a win streak situation. Just no need to like throw away gold on purpose, right? If you're gonna throw away gold, it's just better to use it on level up instead. Like hitting level 9 is a bit better instead too. That's how it goes. The worst situation is when you buy sell the same units over and over again while rolling. Then you get nowhere unless you find your one carry. And that is the moral of this game in total. Hope this helps you out, help you guys out too. Hope you guys learned or get any value from that, alright? But that's it.